Hello everyone, this is Andrea Smith from Happy Cloud Creations. I just wanted to say hi and welcome all of you new ones to the group. I would just like to say hi. My name is Andrea. I've been sewing since I was probably 10, started quilting around 13. And so I've always loved fabric since I was a little girl. It's a lot of fun to create and make things that you can use for yourself and give as gifts. So I wanted to share a little bit about this the new quilt along, the Aloha Ripple Quilt along. So that's why most of you guys are joining the group now. I just had a quilted potholder quilt along not that long ago, finished up last month. So this month we're starting the Aloha Ripple Quilt. If you jump on, say hi so I can make sure I can see comments, okay? I'm just kind of saying hello and going over a little bit the new quilt along. So if you didn't see yet, you can go download the full length pattern of the Aloha Ripple Quilt. Don't mind my notes on this, on my Craftsy pattern shop. So you can download the whole pattern, because I thought that might be easier than getting a section of it each week. That way you don't have to look for the new link or go to Craftsy and download it every week. You just have it, you know. Okay, so so you got your pattern. A couple things that I do to keep myself organized is, so I kind of wrote on the front what these colors are going to be. Also, if you notice inside the pattern, there's a blank coloring sheet, which you can color in your own colors so that you can kind of you know, envision what your quilt will look like. Make sure there's enough contrast. You know, you want your background color to be lighter or darker than all the other colors, so that design really pops out. Also, when I'm going through my pattern, where it says color A, color B, color C, and stuff like that, actually on this one, where I'm cutting out my pieces, I actually go ahead and write what my actual colors are next to them, just so that so I'm not confused with what my A is, because with my next quilt, my A isn't going to be red, you know. So I go through my pattern and do that, and at each step, like the flying geese step, you might want to write next to each one what your A color is, what your B color is, what your C color is, what your D color is. You know, kind of just keep organizing so that you don't sew the wrong things together. If there's any questions, let me know. I'm just kind of going over a few of the things that you're going to need for the challenge, or not the challenge, the quilt along. So the pattern, download the pattern. Hi Lisa, I'm excited too. I haven't done this kind of quilt along. I guess I did one kind of like this. Quilty Therapy held a quilt along where she just gave us the whole pattern in the beginning, and we went along each week with a step together. So it's kind of like you're making a quilt together, even though it's not like a specific block each week. It's the different steps each week. Hi, Megan. Oh, thank you. It's a little shorter than here's a little shorter than I had expected, but it'll grow. So for this quilt along, you don't need any special rulers or anything like that. You can just use your basic 6 by 24 inch ruler. You're going to want to make sure there's diagonal lines on it. So when you're squaring up those half square triangles and those geese, you're able to line the center line up with these diagonals. I liked using this little, it's a 6.5 inch square ruler for the throw and the baby size. This one came in handy. I actually got in a 2-pack, a 12.5 and a 6.5 at Joann's with a 50% off coupon. It's really not that bad. And so with the bigger ones, you can use this and line it up on that diagonal. Oh, Lisa, this will be your first quilt along. Fun. It's kind of fun because then it's like you see different fabric combinations that you would have never thought of, you know? That's why I like doing it. It's like, oh, wow. And then it kind of gives you ideas for your next quilt. Like, oh, I really like that color combo. I want to try that next, you know? So if you guys are using the acrylic rulers and the mat, you're going to want a rotary cutter. Sometimes you can buy them in a pack, the mat, the ruler, and a rotary cutter. So if you're new to quilting, you can go and buy that in a pack with a 50% off coupon at Joann's, which is really helpful. And then you're going to want a marking tool for when you are doing your half square triangles and your flying geese. I like water soluble, which is gonna, it disappears, but it also washes out. For darker colors, you might want to get like a chalk pencil, so you can see the lines better. And then also I tried using my Hera marker, which is by Clover, and you can actually find them at Joann's. I bought mine on Amazon, but you can also find them on at Joann's Fabrics now. It just kind of gives the fabric a little indent, and you can see it even if you're just doing it on, I tried it on some half square triangles and it worked. It worked pretty good. So, and then you don't have to worry about any ink not washing out. So that's what's cool about these. So basically the quilt along is right now we all get our pattern. We get our fabric. As soon as you guys get your fabric choices, you can post a picture so we can all see what you're going to be making yours with. Thank you, Vicki. And so my fabric choice, first week's fabric choices. So the last 2 Aloha Ripple quilts I made were solids. So this time I thought I would throw some florals in there. So I actually had these in my stash for a different quilt. But then I was like, oh, these are perfect amounts for this quilt. So I found these 3 solids in my stash. They're from the Hotel Frederick, I think. It's a Free Spirit fabric. And then I was going to pair them with these Kona solids, which I had to order these online to match with it. And then the light blue will be my background. So you don't, I know some people are like, does it have to be solids? No. You can, mix in some prints in there, mix in some florals. The only thing I would watch out about is directional prints, because flying 4 at one time flying geese, the directional prints can get all messed up, which if you don't care about that, hey, I don't mind sometimes when directional prints aren't going the same direction. I'm not very picky about that, but I know some people are picky about that, so watch out for that. Hi, Roberta, thank you. I know, I'm still getting used to it. I got it done last week, so every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, whoo, it's really short. Cool, you're going to mix some solids and some prints. Yeah, I thought it'd be fun to try mixing solids and prints in this time. So, basically, right now until January 16th, I wanted to give you guys enough time to buy your fabric, because I know sometimes if you order fabric online, it takes, it could take a week for you to get it. So the actual quilt along starts the 16th, and we'll be cutting our fabric the first week. Then the second week we'll be making our flying geese. Then the third week we'll be doing half square triangles. I wanted to do those components first, so that when we go to making the blocks, all of our pieces are ready. It's just like kind of putting a puzzle together. I like making quilts, so I thought it'd be fun to do that the same way. And then, so then we're going to be making our A2 corner blocks, and then the next week the 2B corner blocks, which they are different blocks. So don't make 4 of block A and think you're good, because if you do, these 2 won't be right. So there's 2 A blocks, 2 B blocks, a center block, and then we got our flying geese box. So actually, we're going to be doing the center block first. Since it's super easy, I figured that would give you some time to finish trimming up those half square triangles from the week before. Yeah, baby?
Mama.
I'm doing a video. You can say hi real quick.
Mama.
Oh, sorry about that. She didn't realize I was doing a video. So after we're done doing that, the schedule is on my blog. So if you guys are wondering, I think I will put that in the group too. Maybe I'll put that in the description page on the group. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited about it. I know some people, with the last quilt along I did last year with the National Quilter Circle, some people decided to quilt ahead, make the pattern ahead. They figured it out themselves. I know since you have the pattern, you can feel free to work ahead, but just a courtesy to the whole group, post your progress of that week. So don't post, like, say we're on week 1, don't go ahead and post week 2 because you're already at week 2. Just maybe take a photo, save it for week 2, and post it during week 2. That way it doesn't confuse anyone saying, oh, are we already at the next step, when we're not. So, yeah, just, you can work ahead, just post, take pictures as you go along for each step, and then post them when we're doing that week, and we all can see everybody's progress at the same time. So I'm really excited to see everyone's different quilts and their different fabric combinations. I'm liking that. I've seen a bunch already. It's giving me ideas for other quilts that I want to make. Say hi. No, I have to go to the dentist soon in a couple minutes. So I just wanted to jump on real quick and say hi to everyone. So if you guys have questions for me, you can always just post a question in the group, or you can private message me on my Happy Cloud Creation page. You post it in the group, I get a little notification that somebody posted something in the group. So I will get that question if you do just post it in the group. So you guys all have fun shopping and looking through your stash for your fabric. I can't wait to see all your guys' posts. I'll talk to you guys, I'm not sure when yet, but I'll have another live video to go over the first step during cutting, to give you tips and stuff like that. So I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.